Las Vegas has always been a city built on spectacle, a place where reinvention is not only possible, it's practically required. For decades, the brightest lights of the entertainment world have stepped onto its stages, transforming their public images in ways few other places could allow. But every so often, a moment arrives that feels bigger than the city itself. A moment that captures the attention of millions of people across America and sparks the same question everywhere. Is this real, or is this another act in the never-ending story of celebrity reinvention? That question is now surrounding one of the most recognizable figures in modern pop culture, Kim Kardashian. For more than a decade and a half, Kardashian has been known for many things: reality television pioneer, business mogul, social media powerhouse, and one of the most photographed women on the planet. Her career began in the world of reality TV and grew into a sprawling empire of fashion, beauty, media, and influence. But now, a new chapter appears to be unfolding, one that some fans say represents the most dramatic transformation of her career yet. According to reports and industry chatter, Kardashian has embraced a bold new role tied to the legendary entertainment capital of Las Vegas, stepping into the glamorous, high-energy world long associated with showgirls, residency performers, and stage spectacles that have defined the city's identity for generations. From dazzling costumes to elaborate stage appearances, the imagery emerging from recent performances and promotional events has many observers asking whether Kardashian is moving beyond the world of reality television and into something far closer to classic Vegas entertainment. Is this simply another publicity moment in the Kardashian universe? Or could it represent something much bigger, a calculated reinvention that places her alongside the entertainers who turned Las Vegas into a global stage? Tonight, we take a deep, investigative look at how one of America's most famous reality stars may be stepping into a completely new spotlight. Because this story isn't just about costumes, stage lights, or celebrity appearances. It's about reinvention. It's about the power of modern fame. And it's about whether the Kardashian brand is evolving once again, in front of millions of watching eyes. To understand why this moment has captured such intense attention, we have to go back to the beginning of Kardashian's rise, a journey that is deeply intertwined with the transformation of celebrity culture in the 21st century. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered in 2007, few people predicted it would become one of the longest-running and most influential reality shows in American television history. What started as a glimpse into the daily lives of a wealthy Los Angeles family soon evolved into a cultural phenomenon. At the center of that phenomenon was Kim Kardashian. While the show featured multiple members of the Kardashian-Jenner family, Kim quickly became its most recognizable face. Her life, relationships, business ventures, and personal milestones played out in front of audiences week after week, creating a new type of celebrity, one built not on acting roles or chart-topping music, but on the ongoing narrative of real life. Over time, Kardashian expanded far beyond television. She built businesses, launched beauty brands, and developed a powerful presence on social media platforms where hundreds of millions of followers track her every move. Her shapewear brand schemes has become a major force in the fashion industry, earning partnerships with athletes, celebrities, and major retailers. Analysts have frequently pointed to the brand as one of the clearest examples of Kardashian successfully translating internet fame into a massive commercial enterprise. At the same time, Kardashian began exploring new areas that surprised many observers. She studied criminal justice issues and became involved in prison reform advocacy, helping bring attention to cases involving incarcerated individuals and working with legal teams pushing for clemency in several instances. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of Kardashian's career has always been her ability to reinvent herself. From reality star to business mogul. From influencer to activist. From tabloid headline to entrepreneur with billion-dollar ambitions. Each transformation has sparked skepticism, and then often a level of success that reshaped public perception. Now, with this new Las Vegas-centered moment, observers say the same question is emerging again. Is Kim Kardashian about to reinvent herself one more time? Recent appearances and reports tied to Las Vegas entertainment circles have fueled speculation that Kardashian is leaning into a dramatic new aesthetic, one heavily inspired by classic Vegas stage glamour. Las Vegas has long been synonymous with elaborate performance culture. The city's iconic casinos and theaters have hosted residencies by some of the biggest names in music history, including Celine Dion, Elvis Presley, and Britney Spears. Residencies and showgirl traditions helped shape the city's entertainment identity. The visual language of Vegas, feathers, sequins, towering headpieces, and high-energy choreography, became part of American pop culture mythology. Now, images and reports suggest Kardashian has stepped into that visual tradition in a very public way. Photographs circulating online show her appearing in elaborate stage-style costumes associated with the classic Vegas showgirl aesthetic, outfits designed to capture the kind of over-the-top glamour that the city has long celebrated, according to entertainment industry sources cited in multiple media reports. The appearances were tied to promotional events and performances connected to Las Vegas nightlife and entertainment venues. While details about any long-term residency or performance commitments remain unconfirmed, the imagery alone has triggered massive attention. Entertainment journalists quickly began framing the moment as Kardashian's Vegas showgirl era, suggesting that the imagery could represent a deliberate shift toward theatrical performance branding. However, it's important to note that at the time of reporting, there has been no official confirmation that Kardashian plans to launch a traditional Las Vegas stage residency similar to the ones performed by major musical artists. Still, the symbolism of the moment has been enough to spark conversation across the country. Because in Las Vegas, appearances can sometimes mean much more than they initially seem. Industry analysts who study celebrity branding say Kardashian's potential move toward Vegas-style entertainment imagery fits a pattern that has defined her career for years. Unlike traditional celebrities who rely primarily on one profession, acting, singing, or athletics, Kardashian has built her brand through strategic reinvention. Every few years, she introduces a new public narrative about who she is and what she represents. Media analysts say that reinvention is one of the core reasons she has remained culturally relevant for nearly 2 decades. Entertainment strategist discussions frequently point to Kardashian as an example of a multi-platform celebrity, meaning her influence does not depend on a single industry. If she appears in Vegas-style performances or promotions, analysts say it could open several strategic doors. First, Las Vegas remains one of the most profitable live entertainment markets in the United States. Major residency performers can earn tens of millions of dollars through ticket sales and partnerships with casinos and resorts. Second, Vegas appearances create viral visual moments, exactly the kind of imagery that thrives on social media platforms where Kardashian's influence is strongest. And third, Vegas entertainment is uniquely positioned at the intersection of luxury tourism, nightlife culture, and celebrity marketing. In other words, it's a perfect environment for someone whose brand thrives on spectacle. Some observers have even compared the moment to past celebrity reinventions that occurred in Las Vegas, moments when performers used the city as a stage to redefine their public image. Whether Kardashian is attempting something similar remains uncertain, but analysts say the strategy would make sense from a branding perspective. Within hours of images and videos emerging online, the internet reacted exactly the way you might expect when Kim Kardashian makes a major public appearance. Social media platforms quickly filled with reactions from fans, critics, and casual observers alike. Some users celebrated the moment, calling Kardashian's Vegas showgirl look glamorous, theatrical, and perfectly suited for the city's high-energy atmosphere. Others debated whether the transformation represented genuine artistic exploration or simply another highly calculated marketing strategy. On platforms like X, TikTok, and Instagram, the discussion spread rapidly. Hashtags referencing Kardashian and Las Vegas began trending in entertainment discussions, with fans sharing clips, photos, and commentary about the spectacle. For many younger viewers, the showgirl aesthetic felt fresh and exciting, a throwback to classic Vegas entertainment that they had previously only seen in movies or archival footage. For older audiences familiar with the city's long entertainment history, the moment sparked nostalgia. In both cases, the reaction highlighted one undeniable fact. Kardashian still has the power to dominate cultural conversation. Point 6. What this means for the future. So what could come next? Entertainment insiders say several possibilities exist. One option is that Kardashian's Vegas appearances are part of a limited promotional campaign, perhaps tied to a brand launch, nightlife partnership, or entertainment collaboration. Another possibility is that the imagery is laying the groundwork for something bigger, such as a special performance event, a televised production, or even a limited Las Vegas residency concept built around spectacle rather than traditional music performance. While Kardashian is not primarily known as a singer or dancer, Las Vegas entertainment has evolved dramatically over the past decade. Residencies today can involve immersive storytelling experiences, multimedia productions, and celebrity-driven stage shows that go far beyond traditional concerts. If Kardashian were to enter that space, it would likely take a form uniquely tailored to her brand. But again, at this stage, no confirmed long-term project has been announced. Still, the speculation alone demonstrates how powerful her cultural presence remains. Beyond the headlines and speculation, there is also a deeply human element to this story. Kim Kardashian has spent most of her adult life under a level of public scrutiny few people could imagine. Every career move, every fashion choice, every relationship has been analyzed by millions of people. Reinvention in that environment requires a kind of resilience, the willingness to evolve publicly while knowing the world is watching. For fans who have followed Kardashian since the early days of reality television, seeing her step into a new visual identity feels almost like watching a long-running story enter another chapter. Whether they admire her or criticize her, many Americans have grown up alongside the Kardashian phenomenon. And that connection is one reason moments like this resonate far beyond the entertainment industry. So now we turn the conversation to you. What do you think about Kim Kardashian's latest transformation? Is this simply another viral fashion moment, or could it be the beginning of a bold new era tied to Las Vegas entertainment? Do you think Kardashian belongs on a Vegas stage alongside the legendary performers who built the city's reputation? Or is this just another chapter in the ever-evolving Kardashian brand? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective helps drive the conversation around stories like this. And if you want more deep-dive investigations into the biggest entertainment stories shaping American culture, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next report. Because in the world of celebrity reinvention, the next chapter can arrive at any moment. And if history has taught us anything about Kim Kardashian, it's that the spotlight rarely stays still for long. To fully understand why Kim Kardashian's latest transformation is creating such intense conversation across the United States, you have to understand something about the city at the center of it all, Las Vegas. Las Vegas is not just another entertainment destination. It is a cultural institution, a place where careers have been reborn, images reshaped, and legacies rewritten under the glow of neon lights and stage spotlights. For nearly a century, Las Vegas has served as a proving ground for performers seeking something bigger than a typical concert tour or television appearance. In many ways, the city functions as both a laboratory and a theater for reinvention. What happens on those stages often becomes part of American pop culture history. The tradition dates back decades. In the 1950s and 1960s, Las Vegas was home to legendary performers who defined what stage charisma looked like in the modern entertainment era. Figures like Frank Sinatra and the members of the Rat Pack turned Vegas lounges and casino theaters into glamorous playgrounds for music, comedy, and celebrity culture. Later came the era of the mega residency, massive stage productions built around global stars. Few examples are more iconic than the performances of Elvis Presley, whose Las Vegas shows in the late 1960s and early 1970s helped cement the city's reputation as the ultimate entertainment capital. By the 1990s and 2000s, Las Vegas had evolved yet again. Instead of aging stars performing farewell tours, the city began attracting top-tier artists in the prime of their careers. One of the most successful examples came from Celine Dion, whose groundbreaking residency at the Colosseum at Caesar's Palace became one of the highest-grossing live shows in entertainment history. More recently, the city has hosted blockbuster residencies from stars like Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, and Adele, each bringing a unique style of stage spectacle that blended music, fashion, storytelling, and theatrical performance. And woven into the entire history of Las Vegas entertainment is one unmistakable visual symbol: the showgirl. The classic Vegas showgirl, towering feathered headpieces, glittering costumes, elaborate choreography, became one of the most recognizable images associated with the city. For decades, these performers represented the glamorous fantasy that Las Vegas sold to visitors from around the world. So when modern audiences see someone stepping into that visual tradition, even symbolically, it immediately triggers cultural recognition. That's exactly what appears to be happening with Kim Kardashian's latest public appearances. The visual transformation that sparked headlines. Photos and videos circulating online show Kim Kardashian appearing in outfits that evoke the classic Vegas showgirl aesthetic. These costumes, often featuring shimmering fabrics, dramatic silhouettes, and stage-ready glamour, reflect a style that has been part of Las Vegas performance culture for generations. For Kardashian, whose career has been deeply connected to fashion and visual branding, the imagery is powerful. It signals spectacle. It signals performance. And most importantly, it signals transformation. Fashion experts who follow celebrity style trends have noted that Kardashian's wardrobe choices over the years have often served as subtle announcements of new career phases. There was the era when her style focused on luxury designer fashion during the early years of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Later came the minimalist, neutral-toned aesthetic that coincided with the rise of her shapewear brand schemes. Each shift in visual presentation reflected a broader change in the way Kardashian wanted to be perceived by the public. So when she appears dressed in a way that references the glamour and theatricality of Las Vegas show culture, people naturally start asking questions. Is this simply a fashion statement? Or is it the beginning of something much larger? The business side of Vegas entertainment. To understand why speculation is growing, it helps to look at the business side of Las Vegas entertainment. Over the past 2 decades, the residency model has become one of the most lucrative opportunities in the live performance industry. Unlike traditional tours, where artists travel from city to city performing one-night shows, Las Vegas residencies allow performers to stay in one place while fans travel to see them. This model offers several advantages. For performers, it reduces the physical strain of touring and allows for more elaborate stage productions that would be impossible to move from venue to venue. For casinos and resorts, celebrity residencies attract tourists who spend money not only on tickets, but also on hotels, restaurants, shopping, and nightlife. According to industry reports, some Las Vegas residencies have generated hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue over the course of multiple years. That kind of financial impact explains why entertainment executives are always searching for new stars who could bring fresh energy to the Vegas stage. And in the modern era of social media, few celebrities have the built-in audience reach of Kim Kardashian. With hundreds of millions of followers across platforms, she possesses something Las Vegas marketers value enormously: the ability to command global attention instantly. Even a limited series of live appearances or special events tied to her brand could attract massive crowds. But again, it's important to emphasize that no official announcement has confirmed that Kardashian is planning a residency. At this point, much of the conversation remains speculative. Still, in a city built on spectacle, speculation can be half the show. The media reaction. American media outlets have responded quickly to the emerging imagery and speculation surrounding Kardashian's Vegas-inspired transformation. Entertainment coverage has ranged from enthusiastic praise to cautious curiosity. Some commentators argue that Kardashian's move toward theatrical stage glamour fits perfectly with the broader trajectory of her career. After all, Kardashian's rise to fame has always involved a deep understanding of visual storytelling. From reality television to social media, she has consistently used imagery to capture attention and shape public perception. Other observers, however, view the situation more skeptically. They point out that Kardashian has not historically been known as a live performer in the traditional sense. Unlike many Vegas residency stars, she is not primarily a singer or stage entertainer. That raises an important question. If Kardashian were to step into the Las Vegas entertainment world, what would the performance actually look like? Would it involve music? Fashion? A multimedia production blending elements of celebrity culture and live spectacle? The possibilities are wide open, and that uncertainty is exactly what keeps audiences intrigued. The evolution of Kim Kardashian's career. To appreciate how unusual and potentially significant this moment could be, it's worth looking at how dramatically Kardashian's career has evolved over time. When Kim Kardashian first appeared in the public eye in the early 2000s, she was known primarily as a socialite and friend of celebrities. Everything changed with the launch of Keeping Up with the Kardashians in 2007. The show introduced audiences to the Kardashian-Jenner family and quickly became a cultural phenomenon. Viewers were drawn to the family's mix of humor, drama, and business ambition. Over time, Kardashian transformed that visibility into a powerful personal brand. She launched fashion collaborations, mobile apps, fragrances, and eventually the shapewear brand schemes, which has become one of the most successful celebrity-founded fashion companies in recent years. At the same time, Kardashian expanded her public role into unexpected areas. She began advocating for criminal justice reform and studying legal concepts with the goal of becoming more involved in the legal field, a journey that surprised many observers who had previously associated her primarily with entertainment and fashion. Each phase of her career has been marked by a mixture of skepticism and eventual acceptance. That pattern is part of why the current Las Vegas moment is being watched so closely. People have learned that dismissing Kardashian's next move too quickly can sometimes lead to being proven wrong. Why the showgirl image resonates. The symbolism of the Vegas showgirl aesthetic is powerful in American culture. It represents glamour, spectacle, and theatrical fantasy, elements that have defined Las Vegas entertainment for generations. By stepping into that visual tradition, even temporarily, Kardashian taps into a long history of performance culture. But there's also another layer. In the modern era, the concept of the showgirl has evolved beyond traditional stage performances. It has become a broader symbol of showmanship, style, and entertainment spectacle. In that sense, Kardashian's appearance in showgirl-inspired attire may be less about replicating historical Vegas performances and more about channeling the spirit of theatrical entertainment. It's about drama. It's about visual impact. And it's about commanding attention in a crowded media landscape. Few celebrities understand that dynamic better than Kim Kardashian, the power of celebrity reinvention. One reason this story resonates so strongly with American audiences is because it touches on a theme that has always fascinated the public: reinvention. Throughout entertainment history, many of the most iconic figures have undergone dramatic transformations during their careers. Artists change their sound. Actors take on unexpected roles. Public figures redefine themselves in ways that surprise audiences. For Kardashian, reinvention has been almost constant. From reality TV star to entrepreneur. From influencer to activist. From tabloid headline to business powerhouse. Each transformation has allowed her to remain relevant in an industry where fame can disappear almost overnight. If this Las Vegas-inspired moment becomes another chapter in that pattern, it could represent one of the most visually striking reinventions yet. And that possibility is exactly why millions of people are watching closely, yielding toward the next chapter. Right now, many questions remain unanswered. Is Kim Kardashian preparing for a larger performance project connected to Las Vegas? Are the showgirl-inspired visuals part of a promotional campaign? Or are they simply another example of Kardashian using fashion and imagery to create cultural conversation? At this stage, only time will reveal the full story. But one thing is already clear. When Kim Kardashian steps into the spotlight, especially in a place as iconic as Las Vegas, the entire entertainment world pays attention. And if history has shown us anything about both Kardashian and Las Vegas, it's that the biggest spectacles often begin with a single, unforgettable image.